There you go.
I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's meeting. I'd like to call this regular meeting of the Hinckley Township Board of Trustees to order on Tuesday, October 21, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Call the roll. Asherle.
Here.
Engelmann.
Here.
Sweattick here. Also present, our fiscal officer, Fay. Chief Sentner, Chief Payne, and Superintendent Mike Bahari, and 3 members of the public. I'd like to ask everyone to join in honoring our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to remind everyone the meeting is being recorded for the public, and persons commenting must come to the podium to use the microphone, stating their name and address for the record. I'll move to approve the minutes for the September 22, 2025 special trustee meeting.
Second.
Second by Asherle. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Move to approve the minutes for the October 7, 2025 regular trustee meeting.
Second.
Second by Asherle. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And move to approve the minutes for the October 15, 2025 special trustee meeting.
Second.
Second by
Which one?
Engelmann.
10:15 special meeting. So,
Okay.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Fiscal officer.
Thank you. First item on my list is requesting a motion to approve to pay bills of $37,746.94.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Second item is to request a motion to request approval of resolution 10/21/25-01, which is a resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county audit.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll. Asherle.
Yes.
Engelmann.
yeah,
Sweattick, yes.
The third item is the request the approval of resolution 10/21/25-02 for the approval of supplemental appropriations recorded during the period September 24th through October 21st per the listing I had previously supplied the trustees.
So moved.
Second.
Second by Asherle. Discussion? I'll call the roll. Asherle.
Yes.
Engelmann.
yeah,
Sweattick, yes.
The next item is a motion to pay the applicable employees the biannual insurance opt-out amounts due as defined within the FOP Lodge number 15 labor agreement. That also the listing I had previously provided to the trustees.
So moved.
Second.
Second by Asherle. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I have 2 other items, if I could add, motion to pay the fiscal officer and myself for a seminar training fee of $110. It is for training sponsored by the Ohio Auditor of State, and it is this Thursday in Twinsburg. And the fee for the seminar is $110.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Did you want to be, are you gonna expense the mileage for the gas? Okay.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
And then one other item, this is more of a public service for the high schoolers for Highland and Brunswick. The Ohio Township Association is having a scholarship program. They're awarding 5 $1,500 scholarships, basically related to academic achievement, local government achievement, and for individuals attending a vocational trade school. I have forwarded the announcement of the scholarship program to the superintendents at Highland and Brunswick, and they both acknowledged back to me that they would forward it on to the appropriate individuals within the schools. I just wanted to make the announcement here in the meeting, so if any of the high schoolers are watching on Zoom or going to read the minutes, that they're aware of the scholarship program. I have the information if again, if anybody's interested in the details.
Thank you for doing that.
Very nice.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Police.
I have just one quick item we found out late this afternoon. As you're aware, our flock camera project has been delayed for the biggest part of this year. Flock notified us today, they're giving us a rebate of $18,000 off of our next bill. So,
We will take that.
we will, and kudos to Sergeant Schroll for making that happen because he was staying on top of that over the delays and all of that. So, Rich, we will get you the information from them for your record. So when the next bill comes, we know to make sure that's been deducted.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
Very good.
Everybody can add, everybody can add things like that on. No problem. Go ahead, Fire. We're waiting for yours.
How much are you giving us?
Whatever gov.deals brings in. Request approval to place 3 outdated iPads on govdeals.net and remove them from the inventory list when sold. I listed it 3 models and serial numbers also.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Is there a reserve price on this?
Yeah, well, probably a couple $100. All right, probably. They're older pads, so.
Okay.
Request motion for annual service rescue tools payable to Howell Rescue Systems not to exceed $1,400.
So moved.
Second.
Second by Engelmann. Discussion? Was this the pump repair, chief?
No, these are our rescue tools for car extrications. We have 2 sets, one on each engine and tanker.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
This one here is, the next items, for the engine 31 that I called 3Vs about. I wasn't sure how to list it. But on October 15, 2025, fire chief requested trustees approve emergency repair on engine 31 in the amount of an extra $1,400 that we were already paying for repairs to W.W. Williams.
We need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
So what is the motion? This is,
Motion.
the repairs came in higher than,
No, that's,
no?
I wasn't sure how to bring it to the meeting. We didn't have to, but I just want to make sure we were covered on
so it's
it.
a motion for the amount for the repairs.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
All in favor?
For me?
Aye.
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 And then my last item, did you want me to wait until the end for it? My agenda for the executive session?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
we'll do that. Yeah, very good.
Okay. So do you want me to read it now or just wait until?
We'll
No,
wait
we'll
till the
hold
end.
Okay, all
Mhm.
right, thank you.
Service.
I have 2 things that weren't on the agenda for tonight. One is a request of motion for emergency repairs through general maintenance for truck number 9 at a cost of $2209.71. This truck was, cranking quite a long time, was having some hard start issues, so we wanted to get this, taken care of before snow season comes. So, I mean, it is a backup truck, but still, get it underway, so.
I'm sorry, which truck was that?
Number
9.
9,
Number 9. Thank you.
the smaller dump truck.
All right, so moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Second thing on the list, there's a sheet up there that I gave Jack. We have to have you guys sign. It's just request for engineering that the county's doing now. To put out or to get some estimates for some roads for the road projects next year. They need it, by November 3rd, so. The road names are listed on there. I'm gonna make the descriptions. Ones we're looking at is Stony Hill between Ledge and 606. Do a mill and fill on that, with a hot mix. Also, we're gonna look at doing Kellogg, doing a chip seal, we're gonna do base repairs. And also with a fog seal on that. And then also it's gonna be base repairs on some of those various roads that are on that list, just to keep them, in the bid so we can get them cheaper. I tried to figure out how to do that with Angie, whether we're gonna do a force account for that or just put it in the bid. We're gonna try to put it in the bid to get a better price, so. we'll
They're all
see how
listed
that
on here.
goes. And also OPWC, obviously, we had decided, for a while ago. And they are looking to probably put that out, I think the end of November, early December is what Angie was telling me. So once we get the dates a little bit closer, obviously we'll pass probably the resolution for it. So with the advertising dates and times and everything.
Perfect.
Right, so move to submit a request for engineering assistance to the Medina County engineer for for road work on Stony Hill, Kellogg, Bellis, and King.
Second,
Second by Asherle, all in favor?
aye.
Anything else, Mike?
So I've got a question for Mike. I just talked to him briefly before I come before the meeting, but we're looking at a smaller sign-in table, and we do have the countertop that we used to have going into the admin area. So I asked him if they could maybe put legs on that, and we could put it in here. And he also made the suggestion that we could even build it so that it's attached to the wall.
Oh,
So I said, okay, I'll bring it up. So whatever we think, but.
that's a good idea.
Mhm.
That's not surprised, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, but no, I mean, then it can be.
Yeah, so permanent, yeah,
permanent thought.
but it's not as large. It's not gonna stick out as much.
Right.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay, super.
Okay.
Richard Pearl, King Road. Very quick question. What kind of road work are you doing on King Road?
Just gonna be base repairs.
What are base repairs
It's just foundation repairs, like where the road's crumbling along the edges.
along the edges?
Yeah,
Perfect.
so it'd be that, and then looking into doing like a chip seal the following year.
Really?
But doing like a base repair, like now, you can also extend it out and also extend your budget out a little bit too. So you don't have to do as much the following year, so.
Excellent.
Chip seal is cheap, it's the repairs is what's expensive, so.
Yeah, because where the culverts were replaced
That's-
after the paving.
Yep, that's,
Okay.
that's on the list to have some
Okay.
repairs.
Great, thank you.
Mhm.
So whenever, you guys have that downtime,
Mhm.
it sounds like attaching the wall is the way to go. So
Okay,
thanks for that idea. Appreciate it.
sounds good.
Okay.
Any style questions, over here? So,
I'm gonna go with white legs.
Good call.
Could you hinge it so it drops?
when I said over here, I
No.
meant just in the middle too.
It's granite.
I'll put it on chains.
Wow. While we're.
I don't know, were you?
No, it's serious.
Oh, yeah, it's granite. It's really
Yeah,
heavy,
it's
so
Come around the corner. Damn. Yep.
Well, no, the glass, so you won't.
you'll have a buffer.
You'll have a buffer.
Thank you.
So, I mean, if you're rushing to get in here, I guess it's still get clipped, but.
So the five of you don't rush in here anymore.
I'm
Uh,
going to.
that's
jump
for
the-
Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump the line for a second here while Mike's on top here, relative to roofing estimates. Where are we with that? Is that, we're still waiting on a couple yet? Is it, okay,
Yep.
right now we've got one in hand.
Kind of two. He's got to
Okay.
redo his one. I just sent him to you. But yeah, there's two more we're waiting on.
Okay, very good.
We
And I
gotta
did
do
reach out to the one that you and I discussed yesterday,
Oh, okay.
so that they can
Perfect.
contact you.
Yep.
Get another quote.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Zoning,
zoning,
You gotta-
yes.
parcel lot combination. It's really small. They're adding 150 feet to the backward property on Boston Road. So there's only two signature lines here, so I'll just sign and sign. And here's the,
21st. I just did the date 91 times. It was
Gotcha.
approving opt out. I'm quite certain it's the 21st. Or else I just screwed it up 91 times.
give it special board time.
Jack, while you're doing that, if I can make a point back to the roofing estimate, just to make a point for public, is I reached out to the Chamber of Commerce because we had a candidate night a couple of weeks ago and talked about how to improve the interface between township and the chamber. And I did receive from the chamber some names of individuals that were either members or supported the chamber, and I did pass those on to Mike to consider in getting estimates for the roofing. So I'm trying to do what I can to coordinate with them where it's
Great.
appropriate.
Thank you. There you go, ma'am,
Okay.
and your pen.
So the other thing, from the zoning department is, Suzanne has been attending, they call the zinc meetings. These are county-run, meetings for zoning inspectors. They hold them once a month. And so one of the things they've been working on, is to develop a process between the county building department and the various zoning departments in the townships to, kind of enhance the communication both ways, when the permits are submitted. So, that way, at least between a zoning department and a building department, they'll be aware of permits that are submitted. Sometimes people submit in one area and don't realize they have to go to the other or whatever. So they're going to pilot that process. And it will give the zoning inspectors the ability to see on the building department system applications that have been put in and to be able to indicate whether a zoning permit has been issued.
Okay.
So, so anyway, so I'm very happy that like Suzanne is willing to be part of that pilot and make things a little smoother. So just want to share that. And that's it for zoning. Cemeteries, got couple of these here to sign, so if you can have a couple of witness people. come up.
Anyone?
This would be the time we need the
Going
pen.
once, going twice.
Those are plenty rich. They're your food. Steal this Sharpie.
I guess. Right, the puppies.
You can use my pen.
Use our pen lock. There's a pen.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, use this. I think like 8:30. Well, thanks, sir.
It looked like the clowns were on
That's me. The bottom is dark, that's me. That's really wide. I have really wide feet. Thank you.
The filter is just,
Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's it for cemeteries. Sue, moving on, we, a couple weeks ago, upgraded the, network equipment in the closets, so the old equipment, like to be able to, get rid of it, it will need to be disposed of securely. Because it does have information regarding our network on it, so hopefully, we'll be able to do that without any cost. I'll have to find out.
I know someone.
We might know somebody, huh? So, because it, at a minimum, would have to be set to factory setting. if it can be done that way, possibly I might look into whether it's worth putting it like on Gov Deals, but they're really old pieces of equipment, so. I don't know, but anyway, so, I have a motion to remove and securely dispose of the following equipment. HP J9779, serial number CN40FPB0D4, HP J9625, serial number CN57DRT1C6, and HP J9780, serial number CN56FPC09Y.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So, can reach out and see, if they can be wiped. And then you're going to see if there's any value to place them on
Right.
Gov Deals.
That
Is
will be
that
that'll be the optimal. If they can't be wiped,
then just
then
destroyed?
they'll be physically destroyed.
Okay.
So. Okay, and kind of related to the fact now that we have upgraded our network backbone, I was looking, so, number one, our phone system, which was supposed to be installed tomorrow, been pushed back till Friday because our current phone vendor is kind of slow in turning over some phone numbers. These numbers have to be ported from a current carrier to the new carrier. So hopefully that will happen by Friday. But one of the benefits of the equipment that we have, because it's got a higher speed backbone, I'll just call it. I was looking at upgrading originally our internet connection from 50 meg to 100 meg. But because we now have the higher speed equipment, we can actually like move up to like 200 meg. And I'm getting quotes on this. It's important though that we will need to decide what speed, because like 100 meg has one type of equipment that goes in the closet from the internet provider that cannot be used if in the future we want to upgrade, say, to 200. So it might make sense to upgrade to 200. That's like the lowest of the higher speeds, so that the equipment that's in a closet can be there in case we need to upgrade to higher speeds. Why do we need to do that? Because fire and police departments rely heavily on the internet for their applications, for uploading.
So it's for the entire township,
It's
not
for the
just this
entire
building?
township.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Is that like fiber? It's 100 up and down, or is it
At what I'm looking
the
at,
speed? Yeah.
I'd have to look at. I just haven't, I kind of broached the topic of looking at 200 or 300 meg, and I guess the stepping points are 200 and then 500. Well, 500 is too much. So logical would be 200, but if we start out at 200, we'd have the equipment in closet if we needed to go to 500, say in 4 or 5 years. Because the more.
So it's being proactive.
Yes, trying to plan for the future,
Mhm,
plan it out for the next decade
mhm.
at least, so. Anyway, so, once I have some quotes, I'll come back.
So does that, I'm sorry, does
Go
that
ahead.
include their video acquisition too? Then
It would,
the police are,
it would give enough bandwidth for any uploads and downloads they would need to do through the internet,
okay.
so. And whatever that may entail in the future.
That might be something to
It's plenty.
it might get Zadar involved to have that discussion with them relative to, is your video remote?
No, we're fine.
No, it's,
Well,
yeah,
in
What
fact,
about
what we have
cameras
right,
and
what we have right now is working just fine.
Yeah,
So
they're-
200 is more than enough.
Okay.
yeah.
And we'd be fine with that.
Yeah. So, anyway, so I just wanted to bring that up, and that's it for the, technology stuff. Well, also, now that we have, again, the higher speed switches in the closet, I know some time ago, we had talked about Wi-Fi in the community room and in the senior room. So, I know we joked around about mesh networking, but really the right way to do it is to, run a physical cable from here into those areas and then put in access points.
And then we can stop talking about mesh.
Then we can stop talking about mesh. So I have here, so the BMT actually put in the Wi-Fi that's in the town hall. And so here's a quote for them to add these 2 access points in the community room and senior room, if that would be so desired.
which we have
Which is that?
in our packet.
This is a much better quote than the last one I saw.
Yeah, because they added,
Yeah.
they wanted to put another one in here, there was no need to.
I would absolutely
I
support this,
think
yeah.
it's worth the investment considering the times that we've had to go in there to
Mhm.
provide access to this room and then we had the inability to do the things we needed to do. So
Yeah.
Now, did I mention to you, when they're doing this, also, getting in the senior room, a couple of speakers?
So this is just Wi-Fi, this is not Zoom in the
Mhm.
senior room.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the system that we have here is, the computer is here. And there's no way to connect out the Zoom from here to there. You would have to
Okay.
actually install a separate Zoom.
We'd need another
There.
Zoom room and,
But they have, and it's kind of too bad. The technology we have, here is kind of dated because now they make monitors where the PC is on the back of the monitor, so you don't need to have an iPad, or, you got an
Mhm.
iPad, but it's like really easy to start up Zoom and everything, but.
well,
that's-
it will at
that's-
least be nice to have Wi-Fi over there because we never have Wi-Fi when we're in that room.
Right. and
So,
when
so we
have our
could probably
meetings-
take that old VHS unit back there. No? Okay.
is it meshing?
Is
Way
that?
before that.
No, I would absolutely support, yes, I think this is a great investment,
Okay, next.
especially as we have so many more events in that,
Yeah.
in the senior room, in the community room. I think that this is smart to do.
Okay, in that case, I move to approve the acquisition of the Ubiquity Wi-Fi access points and associated cabling and installation for the senior room and the community room from BNT at a cost of $1,891.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Okay, and then, the last item, which is not on there, but, is, again, just a reminder, our comprehensive plan public sessions, there's one this Thursday at, 6:30 to 8:30 in this room. And there will be another one on Saturday, November 1st, from 10 till noon in this room. So, this will be, just so that people understand, this will be an opportunity for the committee to hear directly from its residents, because we're all residents here, as to what is important to each of you as a resident, to see in Hinckley Township. And so it's an informal session. It's not a discussion session. In other words, the committee members will not interact with the public. They may ask for clarification on something somebody, is talking about. But just so that people understand that it's part of the information gathering process for the committee. And, there's various ways of gathering information. This is going to be one of them. And, not really knowing, what the attendance will look like, the committee, they discussed having time limits on speakers. So, initially, I'm just gonna throw out that we're gonna probably limit each person to 3 minutes. Of course, if there's not that many people, there can be a second round, same way. But are you saying 2 minutes, we said?
I thought we agreed.
I thought it was two.
Okay, it was 2 minutes. I guess
Certainly we
I
can
had
change it.
my mind.
But if you have the opportunity, you can go again and maybe we'll give you 3 minutes.
Or if only
So-
10 people show up, you can do 3.
Right.
Yeah, we'll kind of play that, but it's gonna be kind of informal for people just to speak. There'll be handouts. So if you go to the website on the main page where it says comprehensive plan information, click on that. On the right-hand side, there's a heading for the current planning documents. These are 2 documents that the committee has been working on, and so now they are out there on the web. And there'll be some hard copies for those people who would rather have a hard copy, but they are basically the 2015 comprehensive plan objectives that were updated, along with some statistical information, and that statistical information process is just really beginning, but this is kind of the first basic set of information. So it was very important for the committee to spend these months updating the 2015 plan and reading through it, because everybody was at different knowledge levels. Some people really, you know, were very close to it, while others had read it. But what we found also is that as we read through it, sometimes it was difficult to understand what the words were actually saying. So, you know, some ambiguity there. So that was good discussion, and that way the committee as a whole is at least on the same knowledge level than they were the very first meeting that we had. So, so I think that's probably all I wanted to say about that. I'm sure I don't. I think that's all. You want to add something, Richard? Go right ahead.
I'm going, Richard, again, going back a subject, we've finally abandoned the term old fire station after 10 years. And we're starting to call it community room. I'm curious about the origination of the senior room and why we call it a senior room. And is it appropriate still?
Well, way back then, there was an old guy.
I know. There are new old guys now. Is it a compliment or not?
I think it was just that they had, I
That's what they
believe
meant.
there was a senior group that wanted a place to meet, and that was an extra piece of the building that was being underutilized. So
Mhm.
I think that's where it came from. But yeah, I know Medina County changed their older adults program to a different name too as well. So, yeah.
And my question for your discussion is it appropriate to call it that? And I'm in no hurry.
I'll ask around and see if I can get
Good.
some answer. I mean, I know it was officially the senior room because when I was painting it, I picked off all the old letters that said senior room. So there were foam pink letters with stickers on them. So yeah, I will ask a couple of people who have been around. You might be the person I asked, so, and you don't have the answer,
I've
so,
already given you.
all right. I'll ask around.
That's all I have.
All right. Move to pay Lighthouse Solutions $497.65 for the NAS hard drive replacement and service fee.
Second,
Discussion?
I think that was installed today.
It was,
This was the one that crashed?
yes,
Yep.
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
I wanted you both to know that, I had an electrician who's a resident volunteered to come out and check Veterans Memorial Park. If you recall last year, the chamber was saying that the lights were shorting out, and they wouldn't stay lit with the Christmas display. Had an electrician come and check it out and everything tested well. So he said he'll come out, if there is any problem, he'll come out again once it gets decorated. Which leads me into a
Is that-
project.
Is that Veterans Park?
Veterans.
Veterans.
What did I say?
No, I'm just double
Yes,
checking.
yes. I know that the electric is working in the Bicentennial Plaza because that was just installed.
And obviously the lights are on.
Yes. And that leads me then to my next project for the service department. The Chamber of Commerce will not be decorating Veterans Park this year. They're just going to decorate a tree at Hinckley Preparatory Academy. So I would like to purchase through Home Depot on the credit card. We're going to have to purchase some lights that service department with their lifts can decorate. Those big, I know it's your favorite part of the job when I ask you to do things like this. So, but I would like to make sure that the historical building, town hall and Veterans Park are looking festive this year. now that we know that the lights will stay lit. I'll help.
Perfect.
I'm an
Well, there's no mesh.
excellent decorator.
Oh. He has a spring in his chair tonight.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Richard again. As a member of the chamber, my recollection is the comment was that there was an electrical problem on this corner, the Township Hall corner, not the Veterans
No,
Park.
it was Veterans Park, because we went over to check it, and when we went, it was working.
Right. And it was primarily around the plug, we thought, where their equipment plugged into the township.
The outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I
That's-
stand corrected.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Because that's where everything kept going out last year.
Okay,
Because I never saw it lit. They said it would light up and then it would go out. So,
thank you.
yes. But he also told me he'll check if there's any issues over here, which we're going to decorate this building also. So we'll make sure, icicle lights, white lights. Just make it look festive. You were both copied today. You were both copied last week when I had sent the email to Mr. Carpenter at Hinckley Elementary regarding our annual meeting with the third graders. He did respond today and said that he's been discussing it with the teachers. I'm not sure if you saw this email. They want to go back to how it used to be, where the kids actually attend an actual meeting. Instead of the way we've been doing it for the last 3 years, with everybody kind of describing what our roles are and doing the vote for the best decorated house, they want to go back to an actual meeting. I did send him another email to see if they would be able to bring the kids here. I don't know if he's responded to that yet, because if we're going to do a regular meeting, I do feel, for the sake of our residents and our normal thunder.
There's a big storm coming.
Oh,
Oh.
we should have the ability to Zoom. So I did ask them if he'd be able to bring the kids over here, but I wanted to open this up to conversation for you both. Everybody weigh in on this with what you think. I'll start.
Well, I just, when we look at the age of the children, and for a long time, since they've had those, I've been at those meetings when they had it. And the questions that come out of there are not related to the things that, when it was a regular meeting, the things that were being discussed, they want, did you ever fire a gun? That's the kind of stuff that comes out of those interactions. So I wouldn't object to going over and continuing that kind of discussion, but I agree with what you're saying about, a regular meeting should be done where we were using the Zoom function, because the folks who aren't able to be here often look at those recordings to see what they are.
Plus, we have our regular meetings in the evening. During the day, we might not be able to have all the public attend.
Yeah, none of you
School.
guys come during the day.
Well, I mean, and then.
Every once in a while you do.
So that kind of creates just another, all of a sudden the public's now coming into the school, and I don't even know if they would appreciate that or how they would manage that, because security in the school and that kind of stuff.
Well, they do. In the past, the doors have been open so that the
Okay,
public
all right.
could get in, because that was one of the things that we addressed the very first year that we did it, that I was a part of it. I still think the same as I thought 3 or 4 years ago when this was brought up. And I think that a regular trustee meeting will bore third graders to tears. But that's the principal and those are the teachers. So I also do want to respect their wishes, what they want to do. So some possible solutions I've thought about.
I'm hoping that maybe they, put the kids on a bus and come on up to a meeting. That would be great.
So I did ask if they would be able to come over here. I have not I don't know if you responded
He
to that
did.
yet.
He did.
He did.
And he indicated that it was different when they were closer, they could walk over. So I guess they're not willing to put them on a bus to have them come.
Well, I can ask him, you know, if they can just bus them over. I mean, the buses are there every day anyways, if they could bus the kids over here.
Right.
Or another option is we can all go over there like we do, and the kids can watch on a big screen. They can watch a movie that, or
It is like a movie.
that's my next point. So they can watch the meeting, and then we can be there to answer questions like we have been in the past. But I'm not comfortable having a regular meeting in the school that we cannot Zoom. I just think that takes away something that we've tried so hard for, and that is transparency. So everybody can see what is going on, what's being discussed in these meetings. Everybody can participate in the meetings. So,
And would require, having Judy available
right,
because.
good point. I
because
thought of
we
that
don't-
earlier also, yes.
Yeah, if we're not Zooming, she doesn't have anything to reference.
Right.
And I don't even know if that would be, something that she could do, but. We kind of.
All right, so we still have a couple of weeks. I will, you're all on the email anyway, so I'll copy him and say, you know, can you get the bus to bus the kids over here? They're little, they don't take up that much room. They would fit in this room. And if he says, no, it's not an option, then we can go to, well, possibly, you know, let's, stream a regular meeting so that the kids can see, and then we could even pick and choose. I mean, we've had a couple of meetings that were only like 25 minutes in the last couple of months. So maybe if we choose one of our shorter meetings, the kids can watch that, and then we're there to ask.
I mean, we
to-
could,
That's a good idea.
we've been
I like
in,
that.
we've been in the senior room before where we like videoed it to post. We could probably do that, but it doesn't take away the fact of the audience isn't really engaged at that age in what we're doing. I mean, they'd have all left by now.
I thought of that. No, I thought about what we do with when we're in the senior
Yeah.
room, or the newly named eventually room. The thing is with that room, why we can get away with that with the phone and doing that is it's a smaller room. So you don't have the acoustics, the problems that you would have with the acoustics. When we're in the elementary school, remember, we all have that microphone. It's hard to hear. So I don't know what would be picked up from the phone. Let me follow up with him, and then we can discuss this. We have another meeting again in 2 weeks, which is still a month away from that meeting. So I'm sure we should be able to make something work, but I wanted to know everybody's thoughts on this.
Who's this young man?
Richard again.
Richard.
How many third graders are there? It's certainly short of 100.
Yeah.
And would it involve parental permission to move them?
Probably,
middle of
and
the
that's a
day.
question for the school, not for the
Sure.
board. Yeah,
But I thought,
yeah. I mean,
but
I
do we
would
know how
assume
many
it
third
would.
graders there are? Or how many elementary students there are divided by?
Well, you
7
figure
grades?
the average class size, let's just say 30, and there's, I think,
Three
3,
classes.
so 90.
That's a lot to move over here.
Well,
It's more than one bus. 2? Okay. I just thought that number ought to be out there.
The answer is always no if you don't ask. So I will send a follow-up email and see. And I mean, I would say that the worst case scenario is we can just have them stream
yeah,
one of our meetings, and we're all still there to answer the questions, because they're going to want to answer ask questions anyways, and they probably will have nothing to do with the meeting that they just watched. Okay, the newsletter went out last week. Everybody should have gotten that. If anybody did not get it, you didn't get it? Okay.
My neighborhood's always like notoriously late for mail.
Okay. If you did not get it, please email admin@hinkleytwp.org to make sure that we have the correct mailing address for you. Also, the opt-out form for 2026 is in that newsletter. If you did not get it, fear not, you can go on the website and fill that out. And the opt-out form is due November 21st. I would like to thank Black Ops Destruction for donating their time and services this Saturday. We had a great shred day. Thank you, Mr. Bialowski, for coming and volunteering as well. It was a great shred day. It was probably our busiest shred day that we've had since we started. So we have movie night this Saturday, October 25th at 7:15 at Our Lady of Grace Church. We will be showing Wicked, and the restrooms will not be open, so plan accordingly.
So just to be clear, it's not Die Hard, right?
That just doesn't get
Just-
old, does it? Okay.
Christmas movie.
It is.
And that is all I have.
Okay. This is an annual that we do for purchasing materials through the county. So I will move to enter into an agreement with Medina County Engineers Office to allow the purchase of any materials for the construction, maintenance, or repair of any township or municipal corporation road, for the maintenance or repair of any township or municipal corporation building, and authorize the county to sell the materials at the cost to the county, which will include the purchase price and any expense incurred, and authorizing Trustee Sweattick to sign for the township.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion.
Second.
Second by Asherle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And the last thing that I had was, so we had some difficulty getting screening results from the screening that was done for a new hire. Went through a whole thing. They've given me now a login that I can log in directly and it can download from there. But that brings up another question in that when they are submitting the results back, it's myself on the email, and to forgo random testing as well, it's myself and Suzanne. So I don't know if we want to adjust that, change that out. I mean, it's not really Suzanne's role anymore. Maybe it should go to admin
Sure.
or to the fiscal officer.
Probably the fiscal
Fiscal
officer.
officers as HR.
Yeah,
I would recommend me as fiscal officer.
as the second.
Yes, because it's really highly confidential
Mhm.
and shouldn't be anywhere that people can look at. Positive.
Well, I'm talking also about the notification that somebody's been selected for random screening to get that employee to go report for random screening. And I think, Chief, you get those for your guys directly, right?
Yes, we do.
Are yours folks subjected to it? No random screening?
Not that I know, no. Not that I've
Hmm.
done.
That's
You don't
interesting.
do criminal background checks on them?
We do in the beginning when we hire them, we do.
Okay. So same, you would do that same thing for that?
I would
Okay,
have a central point.
All right, I'll have that, changed
Less
out.
confusion.
then one additional question there would, for things like that, would we like to create a generic fiscal officer email? That it's not specific to you, so, or any one individual, so that it doesn't have to be updated continuously. If you're okay with just using yours, I'm fine with that.
I would suggest using mine.
Okay.
To be consistent, but that's an issue we need to address down the road is
Mhm.
having
Continuity.
something generic, so it's an
Yeah.
easier transition, correct?
Okay.
Like we did for the admin.
Correct.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay, with that, we'll go to public questions, comment, any?
Thank you for the opportunity, but no further comments.
Nicely
Sure.
played. Nicely played. Okay, at this time, the fire chief requesting executive session.
Correct.
All right, so I'll move to go into executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual in accordance with ORC 121.22 at 7:20 PM.
Second.
Second by Asherle. Call the roll. Asherle?
Yes.
Engelmann?
Yes.
Sweattick, yes. I don't know when we come back out if we'll have anything, but again, you're welcome to hang around if you want. I'll move to adjourn out of executive session and return to open session at 7:37 PM.
Second,
Second by Asherle,
yes.
Engelmann,
Yes.
Sweattick, yes. Nothing else for the good of the order. I'll move to adjourn at 7:37 PM.
Second,
Second by Asherle, all in favor?
aye.
Thank you, everyone.